Here in the studio, we're lucky enough to have Steen and Dennis joining us. Welcome, Steen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome,
Tina,
Dennis.
good seeing you again.
Always a pleasure. Well, we just feel so honored that we were a part of your first treatment and to actually visually see that for the first time in many, many years that you actually could feel someone poking your legs. So tell us in your own words what the treatment did for you.
Well, it certainly created a lot of buzz in my lower legs, and my toes are buzzing, my calves are buzzing. I haven't felt my calves in 40 years.
Oh, my word.
It's quite
Wow.
a sensation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, of course, you've had your second treatment and your third and your fourth, and we're going to be going on to capturing your fifth as well. So how are those going?
Oh, very good. I can't wait to do them every day, and it's just wonderful. It charges me up. It's better than getting electrocuted, I think.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Is that
No, I'm just kidding you.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so Dennis, when you made, and you and Jay, of course, with the medical doctors, made your choices, and you looked at Steen's actual medical history, what was it that pulled him in?
Well, again, being in the condition that he's in, this all came about via, and correct me if I'm wrong, Steen, this all came about via a virus. And so we knew that right away that the cord had not been severed.
Okay.
And thinking of it as an electrical appliance, if you sever a cord, then obviously you have to have a new cord. Well, in this case, that cord is not severed, so we felt very comfortable that we'd be able to stimulate the muscles. Just because his brain can't tell these muscles what to do doesn't mean that brain can't.
Okay.
So think of this as an external brain instructing the muscles on what to do. Now, sooner or later, his cognitive brain is going to pick up on the fact that, well, wait a minute, I can now do this.
Okay.
And that's what we're really shooting for. So that's what we looked at when we did the evaluation.
Oh, good.
And we've had probably 25, 30 guys we've got out of wheelchairs, so we felt pretty comfortable.
Yeah, those are good statistics.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah, I like to hear that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Steen, was there anything dramatic in a dramatic change of getting your first treatment with the ARP wave?
Well, it sure was. There was a lot of things that happened. My feet that are always been swollen up for years, from sitting in the wheelchair. For days, all of a sudden, I could see my ankles. I could actually see blood veins in my feet, and my toes are still buzzing. So it's great.
So, Steen, I'm interested in how you actually even heard about ARP wave.
Well, I approached the ARP wave because of chronic pain that I had. And I ran into one of their salesmen, or one of their employees, and he was aware of my pain. So I went and had a visit with Dennis, and then I realized all the applications for the ARP wave were muscle spasticity, well, that's me, range of motion, that's me, blood circulation, that's me, and atrophy. So everything, that applied, that the ARP wave, the magic machine that I call it, can do, applies to me.
Sure.
And so hopefully I've got a lot of positive, vibrations, from it so far, and I think it's going to do well.
Yes. And so you actually called ARP Wave's facility and you made an appointment, and then at that point, you of course were introduced to Dennis.
Right. Yeah, that's how.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
how
we did the first treatment, and then after doing that, he wanted to kind of see how it did on the pain side of the equation. I didn't bring up the show or anything else at that time. Let him kind of mull over what he had just experienced, and he saw a sudden reduction in the pain. And then we discussed coming on the show because he was such an interesting case.
Yeah. Well, we're going to follow you for your fifth treatment, and then you'll be doing that with Skype with Dennis as well.
Correct.
And we'll follow that, and then you come back to the studio for the 10th treatment, and we'll see the change from the very, very beginning to the very end. So I look forward to that.
Great, yeah.
Well,
so do I.
Yeah, great.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, I want to let my viewers know that we've already run out of time, so I want to thank you for joining us. And of course, it's been a pleasure having you on this show, Steen.
Thank you.
Dennis, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
All righty. Now, for more information, you can contact ARP Wave at www.arpwave.com. And I look forward to having you view other shows of Knowledge for Wellness and visit my website at www.knowledgeforwellness.com and let me know where you viewed my show. And you can also connect with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And the mission of Knowledge for Wellness is to inform viewers on health issues, to expose, educate, and make viewers aware, to enhance themselves and their loved ones for a better quality of life. And I sure hope we have provided you with more knowledge to benefit you and your loved ones. So until next time, be well and goodbye. Thanks again.
Over time you've healed so much in me, and I am living proof that although my darkest hour had come, your light could still shine through. And at times it's just enough to cast the shadow on the wall. Though I am grateful that you shine your light on me at all. Who am I that you would love me so gently? Who am I that you would recognize my name? Lord, who am I that you would speak to me so softly? Conversation with a love most high. Who am I? Well, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. And the more I sing that sweet old song, the more I understand that I do not comprehend this love that's coming from your hand. Who am I that you would love me so gently? Who am I that you would recognize my name? Lord, who am I that you would speak to me so softly? Conversation with a love most high. Who am I? Grace, grace, God's grace, grace that